Well, I think it is quite obvious that the West Indies did not do as well as they possibly could. Their fielding was atrocious at times. I think they improved throughout the series in their other skills, batting and bowling skills. But at the same time, test matches are won by doing good in all facets of the game. You've got to bat well, you've got to bowl well, you've got to field well. And their fielding let them down a great deal. I also think if the West Indies had their full squad, their full complement, meaning that everyone was fit and available, they would have put up an even better fight again. Because if you had people like Darren Bravo and Chris Gale and Kimar Roach available throughout this series, that would have made this team quite a bit stronger. That would have made them a lot more competitive. But even so, the team that was here, they could have done better if they had just improved their fielding. Well, we have moved on from a lot of great players from in the 90s, and we have not really been able to replace a lot of them. We haven't had a succession plan for quite some time. As you said, South Africa seem to have one. They seem to be able to replace their great players with guys making their debuts and doing well. Again, doing well against the West Indies as the West Indies are right now does not necessarily mean that you're going to be a success. But at least they have done well against who they came up against. And we don't seem to really have people like that in the Caribbean at the moment. I have spoken about our infrastructure in the past, what I think we need to do in that regard. And until we can put things in place that are going to encourage youngsters to want to play the game so that the competition becomes a little bit stiffer at the lower levels, so that when you get to first class and other higher levels, that you have all the skills necessary, we will continue to struggle. We have too many people being successful at first class level because the competition to get there isn't strong enough. And so being successful at first class level doesn't mean that you're as good as you should be. They get found out when they step up to the higher level, international level. Consistency. You have got to be able to have people that can perform all over the world. You're going to be playing at home and fine to have people that do well at home. But you've got to have the class players that can perform away from home, because winning at home alone will not keep you at the top of the table. You have got to be able to win away from home. And at the moment, South Africa are actually doing that. They are playing a lot of good cricket away from home as well as at home. They are genuinely the best team in the world right now, as far as I can see. Who knows what will happen in 6 months' time, in a year's time. But right now, they are the best team because of their record. But I think everyone knows my opinion on T20. I wish it never existed, and I don't see it doing world cricket any good. So it's not just specific to the West Indies. I don't see it doing world cricket any good. The amount of cricket that is being played certainly has affected fast bowlers. I don't see how anyone can play the amount of cricket being played now and maintain pace over a long period of time. So they then have to throttle back, in my opinion, so that they reserve themselves that they can last a little bit longer.